Yep. Let's start it. In this session, we are going to discuss AWS Blue, Snowflake, Snowflake real-time projecting. So in this, we are going to discuss healthcare data engineering project. In this project, we are going to see how we can integrate AWS Glue with Snowflake. Let's say data is presented in AWS S3, raw data. How we are going to implement ETL operations using AWS Glue. And finally, how we are going to write it into Snowflake table. And then we are going to see some analytics on Snowflake side. We are going to do some analytics jobs using Snowflake. Okay, so let's start it. Let me explain diagrammatically so that you will understand what we are going to do as part of this one thing. So first, we have data in Snowflake, sorry, AWS S3, data in AWS S3. That's this is my S3. This is AWS S3. So here we have bucket. Bucket. Inside a bucket, we will create a folder. Inside folder, we are going to place a file. Okay. Then we will use AWS Glue application. We will write AWS Glue. AWS Glue ETL job. And using this AWS Glue job. So first we are going to extract the data from this one. Extract this data. Okay. So first we extract the data. Then we apply transformation in Glue job. Transformation. We will apply transformations. We will apply transformations on S3 file system, and then we will persist. We will persist results into Snowflake data warehouse. So this is our requirement today. We are going to persist our results into Snowflake data warehouse. Okay. So other side, let's say we have Snowflake data warehouse. So this is my Snowflake. So in this, we are going to create a database. In database, we are going to create inside database, we are going to create a schema. In schema, we are going to create a table. So in this table, we are going to write this result. Okay. So using JDBC driver, we will connect Snowflake. So we'll use JDBC driver and we will connect Snowflake, and then we will write the data into Snowflake table. Using JDBC, we will connect from AWS Glue to Snowflake. Then we will write data into Snowflake table. Okay. So in Snowflake, finally, we have a table with the data. This table become input to consumers. This table become input to consumers. Then we have consumers like data analytics, consumers like data analytics, maybe Power BI or Tableau or QuickSight, etc. And maybe consumers like ML people or AI people. Okay. These are consumers. What these consumers do? Consumers going to connect to Snowflake, read the data, they are going to apply. If data analyst people, they are going to read this data, they are going to prepare reports or dashboards. If it is AI, ML people, they are going to do future predictions on this database. Okay. So in this way, we are going to implement our application. Our part is reading data from AWS S3, applying transformations, and writing data into Snowflake. Up to Snowflake part, we are going to work with it. As a Snowflake and as a AWS ETL developer with the Snowflake integration, our part is from source to target. Okay. Yeah. Snowflake can set up on any cloud. While creating Snowflake account, you can choose either AWS, Azure, or GCP. Okay. So you can create an account. While creating, you can choose a backend cloud. One important point is Snowflake account creation is free. You no need to pay a single rupee for Snowflake people. Second point is the cloud you choose, right? That is not your account. They have their own enterprise account. In that enterprise account, they give space for you. For every user who creates account, for them, they are going to allocate it their enterprise account of AWS or Azure or GCP team. Okay. So let's start implementing it. So in this, we are going to implement our AWS Blue side. we are going to implement high risk patient identification who readmitted in hospital. Then what is the risk ratio of that customer? Then treatment cost analysis, city-wise health trends, and disease-based insights. These are we are going to implement. Okay, for this you need requirements. You need AWS account, knowledge on AWS S3, AWS Glue, and a Snowflake. Snowflake. You should have knowledge on all these concepts. Okay, let's start implementing. First step is creating a S3 bucket and uploading data into S3 bucket. Okay, I already opened AWS Cloud. In this, I am opening AWS S3. Then along with this one, I am opening Glue. Okay, so first I opened AWS S3 and I created one bucket. Bucket name is AWS underscore DE hyphen healthcare project. Okay, I created a bucket AWS CE healthcare project. In this, I created a folder raw. In that raw, I created a folder patient underscore data. In that data, I uploaded patient underscore data dot CSV. It contained 20 records. Total 20 records. One header row, and total 20 records. Total 20 records. Okay. Now this is optionally create a target table. So let's here step 2. Step 2. Yes. Yeah. So here what we are doing, we create database from schema and create target table in Snowflake. Okay, I already logged into my Snowflake account. Here I'm create database. Database name. I'm creating database name is patient underscore DB. Let's check. Patient underscore DB. So create database name, patient underscore DB, and then create a schema. Schema name patient underscore DB dot patient underscore schema SH. Okay, now switch to this database and schema. Okay, let's switch use patient underscore DB dot patient underscore schema. Switch to this schema. Now let's display show tables. Currently there are no tables. You can create a table. This is the table. Create or replace table patient underscore analytics. But what I am going to do, I am going to create a table through my Blue application. So just I am creating only database. I am switching to particular database. I am listing the tables. Currently there are no table. Then Here I'm writing statement. I'm writing statement sim optionally create target table in Snowflake, but create a database, create a schema, and optionally create a target table. Okay, I'm not creating table right now. Later, through Blue application, I'm going to show the query. Okay, so here what I'm going to do, I am writing AWS Blue job, AWS Blue job to read data from S3, perform the cleaning operation, apply the transformations, generate insights, writes into Snowflake. Okay, I'm going to write patient underscore data underscore ETL.py. Let's go to open AWS Glue, go to ETL job. So here you can see already existed ETL jobs. Okay, so let me remove this ETL job. I am going to create a new ETL job. So click on Visual ETL. Here you can give a job name. .py is optional. Let's remove .py. Then go to job details. Here we select a IAM role. I already created a IAM role called healthcare. Okay. Then in this healthcare, go to AWS IAM. Go to IAM. Go to this roles. In this role, check healthcare role. For this, we need a permission called S3 full access. Redshift is optional, not required because we are not using Redshift. We are using Snowflake. Okay. So we need S3 full access. We added S3 full access to this role and we selected that role. Next one, I'm selecting language is Python. Then I'm selecting number of workers are 2. To save cost of my ETL job, I'm reducing number of workers equal to 2. Then click on save button. Okay, so go to script location and here you have a edit script. Click on confirm edit script. Then remove the script of file, delete. Then I am placing the script again. This is the script I am writing into AWS. AWS. Observe what are changes we are going to do for Snowflake integration. Okay, first one. First, let's start understanding. I am reading input data. I given one variable called input variable. Okay, this is input variable. This is my variable. In this, I set up a S3 path of data. Next one, in that input data, we have a CSV file. I'm reading that CSV file using CSV function. Spark.read options. I'm saying that input file contain header equal to true. Then .csv, it will read CSV file in that location. Then creates a data frame. Once data frame is created, once this data frame is created, then I am applying all the transformations. First, I am taking all rows, data frame dot columns. Sorry, I'm taking all columns and each column I'm converting into lawyer. So each column name I'm converting into lawyer. Next one, removing null values. If any row contain with these columns with null value, I'm drop null means it will remove null data from entire row. If any of these columns contain null, it will remove entire row. Then second one, I am performing some typecasting. Let's say age column I'm converting into integer and cost column I'm converting into double. Width column, admission date I'm converting into date type. I'm performing typecasting here. The next one, I am converting standard text, means if any column it contain spaces, I'm removing spaces first. Before after value of that column, I'm removing spaces. Any, drop any, null values. Yes, correct. Yeah. So next one, in diagnosis column, let's see here, go to input data. This is my input column called diagnosis. Diagnosis. In this column, I have data. In this data, what I'm doing, before this value, any space, after this value, any space, I'm removing using trim function. Then I'm converting this diagnosis value into uppercase. Okay. Next, with column city. In city column also, I'm doing same, removing spaces before after value, then converting into uppercase. Next one, I'm performing transformations. After completing cleansing operation, I'm performing transformations, finding risk category. Based on the age of patient, I'm finding whether that customer comes under risk zone or not. So based on age, based on the disease, I'm putting customer. I'm creating a new column called risk category. In that risk category, I'm adding value high, medium, and low. If patient is greater than 65, if patient contain either heart disease or cancer, then it is high risk category. Okay. Otherwise, when diagnosis, if customer patient is diabetes, then we are saying medium. Risk category is medium. Yes. Yep. Is a function. It checks multiple values. Is not in also we have. Is not in. Yeah. Other one, if patient is not under any of these category, then patient risk category is low. So there is a column we are creating risk category. Then we are finding risk category of patient. Another transformation is we are creating one cost bucket column. In that column, we are checking cost of customer paid amount. Based on that, we are checking cost is high, medium, and low. And other one, readmission risk. If customer readmitted, if customer is greater than 60, then that is risk profile. Otherwise, low risk. If customer is readmitted, but customer age is not greater than 60, it is low profile. But if customer readmitted with age greater than 60, then that is high risk profile. So we are finding risk, readmission underscore risk with these values. Other one, partition column. This is optional but recommended. So I'm taking from admission date, I'm taking here. From admission date, I'm taking month. These two columns I'm using as a partition column. Next one, I'm getting metadata. Metadata. So I want to know when that record was inserted. In my output table, I want to know when that record was inserted, when that record was updated. I want to know the details. So for that, we are creating ingestion underscore time. I'm executing current timestamp. It returns current, gets the current timestamp and inserts that value into insert ingestion underscore time for each row. Then finally, I want to write output into Snowflake. To write output into Snowflake, we need these details. Snowflake URL. Go to Snowflake account, go to your account, and here go to your user account, scroll down. Okay, scroll down. Here you can see view account details. First, we need this account server URL. Copy this URL. Then enter this URL, account URL. And next, database name. We created a database. What is our database name? Patient underscore DB. So this is the database. And schema name. Schema name is patient underscore schema. Patient underscore schema. Then warehouse in Snowflake. In Snowflake, it uses storage separately, processing separately. For free user account, it will create warehouse name is compute underscore WH. This is processing unit from Snowflake side. Snowflake side. Okay. Let me execute. Add other one. Role is account underscore admin. Then enter username. Username for my account is Akkem Sreenivas. For this example purpose, I change the password of my account is this one too. Let me add password. India. Calculate 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then finally, I am passing those options, connection options. Then format is net.snowflake.spark.snowflake. Then option DB table, I am passing patient underscore analytics is target table name. Mode is override. If already table contain, then it will overwrite that table with this data. Okay. Then finally save and job.commit. Click on save the job. Then go to run button. Okay. Go to runs. Let's wait for run completion. Here we are using JDBC with username and password. So our Glue going to connect with the JDBC driver and it will going to connect to Snowflake and going to create a table and going to write records into this table. Okay. Yeah. Right now there are no tables. Once our Glue job is successful, we are going to see table with data. Yeah, job is successfully completed. With this example, understand what is the roles and responsibility of AWS data engineer? What are roles and responsibilities of Snowflake data engineering? With AWS data engineering, Glue with Snowflake having huge demand in the market. Who are AWS data engineers who are already having Snowflake experience? They are having huge demand. They are getting high pace. Okay. So job is successful. Go to Snowflake. Go to Snowflake. Now let's see through tables. We can see one table is created patient analytics. Let's execute select star from select star from patient analytics. You can see complete data for patient analytics. Then whatever transformations they applied, we want to know whether those are applied or not. Then go to execute SQL queries from Snowflake side. These are SQL queries we are going to execute from Snowflake side. Let me write these queries too. First one, I want to know high risk patients. High risk patients. So select star from patient analytics. Risk category is high. Whether these high risk profile cases are there or not. Next one, cost analytics. I want to know high cost people. Group by cost bucket. Then it will display cost budget is medium, low, high, 3 category people. Medium, we have 9 people, and low, we have 6 people, and high, we have 5 people. Okay, yeah. Let me execute another query. Readmission risk. I want to know how many people readmitted. I want to know their. I want to know high risk profile people. So many people. Risk categories high. And next one, city trends. In this, I am going to find city-wise patient results. So each city-wise, we are seeing patients count. Okay. Before hand over this table details to downstreams, maybe Power BI, maybe any BI tool like QuickSight, or before hand over AI people, ML people, we are going to do these kind of unit testing. Then we can confirm and we can hand over this table to our downstreams. Second one, let's say my downstream, I do not want to expose complete columns. Then we can create a views on top of this patient underscore analytics table, create a view, then give a view to downstream. Let's say we have multiple columns in this table. We have multiple columns. Let's go here. You can click this. You can see patients underscore DB. In this, you can see patients underscore screening. In this, we see table. This is my table. In this, you can see columns. These are columns. You can see these are columns. Each column. You do not want to give all columns to X data analytics team. Why data analytics team? You want to give different columns. Then you can create a views on top of tables. Then you can give views to the downstreams instead of giving direct to table access to downstreams. Okay, clear writing? These kind of activities we are going to do as part of our Snowflake development team. So first part is AWS data engineer. They are going to do ETL operation, and then finally they are going to write into Snowflake table. Our side, we can create a table, or using Glue going to create a table. Second one, once a table is created, whatever scenarios they have implemented, same scenarios we are going to test on our input table, sorry, target table. Once we find records are prompted as expected, then we can ask downstream to access this patients underscore analytics. If downstreams, if you do not want to do entire table columns, then you can create a view, then expose view to downstreams. Okay, clear writing? How we are going to do AWS Glue and AWS Snowflake jobs?